Good morning, and welcome to episode 105 of Getting Rich. I'm your host, Rich Checkan, president of Asset Strategies International, and today is Wednesday, January 11th, 2023. Happy New Year, everybody. We made it. Apologize for not being with you last week. We had some technical difficulties that precluded us, but we are here now ready to kick off the new year. And I think it's going to be a good one for precious metals. Just got done putting the finishing touches on this month's newsletter information line to kick off the year, where we look back at 2022 and we look forward to 2023. And we actually did a pretty damn good job of giving you some insights to carry you through last year. What we called for happened. We absolutely expect more of the same and actually better outcomes for precious metals this year as the Fed reaches the end of its rope. And the good news, I'm happy to say, is I'm not alone in those thoughts and those predictions. I've got a couple of our friends, Tom Dyson, who did a recent webinar with us. I think it was third quarter last year. Tom says in his forecast for 2023, keep the dial set to maximum safety. Keep away from bonds and the major stock market averages. Continue holding lots of cash and physical gold. Stay very discerning about what you invest in. Couldn't agree more, Tom. If you had done that last year, it stead you well. We suggested in our first newsletter of last year that you basically start taking profits in the dizzying heights of the stock market valuations. Take those profits. If you had done so right off the bat, as we suggested, you probably would have saved yourself 1/10 to 1/3, depending on your makeup in your portfolio of asset value, and you could have preserved that in gold and silver, which held pace or were slightly up for the year. Another good friend from Successful Investing, Jim Woods, basically says, technical view for gold. It stabilized in the fourth quarter and ended the year at multi-month highs, shifting the technical outlook to bullish for the medium term. And then Jim went on to say, the lone gainer in commodities Tuesday was gold, which rallied 0.99% as a near 10 basis point rise in treasury yields more than offset the headwinds of a 1% rally in the dollar. We've been eyeing the current rally in gold with caution in recent weeks at the risk of another hawkish surprise, sourced from either economic data or Fed speak, has been on the rise. But the price action has become increasingly favorable and the technical outlook turned bullish, with gold ending last year at a 6-month high. With inflation expectations stabilizing in the low 2% range, the next move in gold will largely depend on the direction of the dollar and rates. We've been calling for this for 2 years now. If they both continue to ease, gold has plenty of room to run, with an early year run at $1,900 per ounce not out of the question. Jim wrote this to me over a week ago. Let's take a look at the numbers and see how Jim's doing, see how Tom's doing, see how we're doing. Over the past 2 weeks, gold is currently today at $1,885.10. That's up 4.5% in 2 weeks from $1,803.20. We're near that $1,900 mark. Silver is up 0.5% to $24.03 this morning from $23.92 2 weeks ago. Platinum is up 6 2/3% to $1,104 an ounce from $1,035. And palladium is down 1 1/3% to $18.57 an ounce from $18.82 2 weeks ago. With gold moving faster than silver, currently the gold-silver ratio is at 78.73 versus 75.66 2 weeks ago. And the dollar continues to come under pressure. It's at 103.28 this morning on the index, down from 104.13. And that's a trend, as Jim mentioned, we've mentioned over the several months ending 2022, that the dollar is under pressure. It was up 20% last year, gave up half of that in the last quarter, and it looks to be continuing that here in 2023. That's positive for gold. It's positive for silver. If you haven't made the move, you probably need to. There's two things I want you to think about going forward. One, Thursday, January 26th, 7 p.m., That is our first quarter On the Move webinar. You want to mark it on your calendar. You want to go ahead and register. You can do so under this video. We're going to have, obviously it's myself and Adrian Day, our co-hosts of On the Move. We're going to have a great special guest, Rick Rule of Rule Investment Media. We're going to take a look back at 2022. We'll look at 2023, and we're also going to look generally at the energy sector and specifically at uranium. You don't want to miss it. 7 p.m. January 26th. That's a Thursday night. Also, Thursday, tomorrow, we have our information line newsletter coming out where we look back at 2022. I told you we did very well, and we look forward to the same results in 2023. I don't see how we're not going to get those results. As always, we want you to go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment on our YouTube channel. Sign up for our social media at Asset Strategies. Sign up for our newsletters and alerts. Don't ever forget this, though. Getting rich starts with keeping what's yours.